Good evening. Happy, was it Wednesday evening? Happy Wednesday evening. Yeah. Yeah, I did write uh, for the second time today. It's about, yeah, the fun time, the theatrical screenplay about Mr. Galileo Galilei's trial in the Inquisition court, right? Yeah. So far the paper is metaphysics paper is like how many? Like 31 pages. Yeah, so we passed the 30-page mark. Let's congratulate ourselves. Cheers. Toast. And because I drank a lot this morning, I didn't drink when I was riding, okay? So, yeah, I just was drinking water. That's all. Yeah, I didn't drink any alcohol. Because, yeah, I regulate, control my drinking, okay? Because if too much alcohol is in my system, yeah, I stop drinking. Okay, so. Because it doesn't taste good, okay? If I'm drunk, I mean, not drunk, I was sober because I took a nap, ate food, but I can feel alcohol. Too much alcohol is still in my gut. So yeah, so I didn't drink when I was writing this intermission. Okay, the theater play. Yeah, it was nice. I didn't even play any music when I was writing it. Yeah, I just sat down and started writing, and it was good. Yeah. So that's the section one of chapter six, and yeah. Section two will be about the inertia of an ideology in a person. Okay. So chapter six will be about people. Okay, and ideology. Okay, so chapter six title, yeah, metaphysics and physics in humans. All right, so that's the chapter six title. So you mostly about people. All right, so like so ideological inertia. What is it? It's about if a person subscribes to an ideology for a long time, it's very difficult to change that person's point of view. That's the inertia of ideology, and it does have to do with time. Okay, how long this person has been, for example, a Christian or a Republican or whatever. You know? It won't just happen right away. It will take some time for this person to get out of that ideology group, right? And migrate to another ideology group. It will take some time, right? Yeah. Yeah, so ideology can be correct or wrong. Like Einsteinian relativism, uh, at least in my mind and some people's mind, they are just wrong. Okay, it's wrong ideology, and it even for a wrong ideology, yeah, it took some time for physicists back in 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. It took some time for physicists to migrate into that wrong ideology of Einsteinian relativism. And and it's been there for 100 years by now, Einsteinian relativism. So it will take again some time for people to move out of there and see the truth, see the light of the day, the true physics. Yeah, it'll take a while, but I think eventually it will happen. Okay, perhaps not in my lifetime. Eh? Maybe they will read my our papers, or they may not. That I don't know. I don't know. But people are reading my paper very slowly, though. The the first physics paper, the special theory, special relativity disproof paper. So far, like 27 people or 23, some 25, yes, some 20, some people have downloaded that. Yeah, the website has counter. Okay, so when it comes to general relativity disproof paper, 8 people I think have downloaded that paper PDF. Okay, it's free. Okay, yeah, and so yeah, people are slowly reading those papers, and that's great. That's great. Yeah, yeah. This paper, yeah, probably I'll submit to a journal in metaphysics. I'm sure there are a lot of journals on metaphysics. Yeah, more philosophy, right? Yeah. Hmm? Probably that's appropriate place to submit. Yeah, most likely they'll reject again. That's fine. That's I have no problem. Yeah, they're busy, so I understand. Okay, so chapter 6, section 2 will be about inertia of ideology, and section 3 will be about that equation that we most recently discovered, the ideological subscription equation, right? There will be section 3 of this paper, and yeah, let's take like 5 minutes break, okay, and then we grab that whiteboard and then we'll think about it some more. Okay? Yeah. It's fresh, so I think it's worthy of our some of our more time spending with our brand new baby, metaphysical baby, right? Yeah, some bonding period. Let's hug it and spend some time with it, right? Yeah. Subscription equation, right? Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? Happy Veterans Day. Uh, all right. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me drink some beer. It's been a while since I drank any beer, so yeah, I really like this our newest metaphysical equation. It's I like it because it's like watertight. It explains everything. Not everything, but when it comes to ideological subscription, yeah, it encompasses all possibilities. That's what I really like about this. Okay, and it took me some thinking. It took me for a while. So yeah, again, thank you for being here with me. Okay, because without your support, I couldn't have done this. Okay, so because so we are doing this together. Okay, so yeah, very grateful to God gave this nice equation. Yeah. So subscription equation. Okay, you have X is a person, Y is an ideology. Okay, so three possibilities. Okay? Person X subscribe to ideology Y, or it's and or is there's first possibility, or person X subscribe to anti-ideology minus Y. Okay, or person X subscribe to neither, like kind of neutral. Right? Yeah, those are three possibilities. So yeah, it could be zero, Y, or minus Y. That's the three possibilities in this equation. Okay. I'm sorry about this. Brightness automatic adjustment. Okay, I don't know how to turn it off. Okay, so yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but uh, whatever. So yeah, I wrap up this toilet paper around the sweating can of beer because this condensation of moist. I don't like getting my fingers wet, and also I like washing my face and hands in the kitchen sink. Why? It's bigger than bathroom sink. Bathroom sink is just too small. So I kind of interchange the roles of kitchen and bathroom. Sometimes I wash vegetables in the bathtub and melt turkey, cold turkey in the bathtub. And in the kitchen sink, I wash my face and wash my hands. Just single guy who cook everything in microwave. Oh boy. Yeah. Of course, not every single guy do it like that, but me, yeah, I'm kind of extreme single guy, so like I'm like, yeah, whatever, right? Yeah. But actually, washing vegetables in bathtub, of course, I clean my bathtub before I wash vegetable in it. It works really well. Why? Because in the bathtub you have a lot of water, right? So it's a principle of diffusion, molecular diffusion, right? So it washes vegetables really clean. Okay, yeah. Because like leeks or like bok choy, bok choy, they got a lot of dirt in there, and I don't want to eat any dirt. So Napa cabbage, right? So yeah, it works really well. Washes super duper clean. Yeah. Okay. Some examples. Well, yeah, we can think of President Obama or President Trump. Yeah, Well, first of all, we need to write down the score function, right? Let me copy it down from the other whiteboard over there. So score function, person X is making score, evaluating this ideology Y. So physicality of X multiplied by benefit that of this ideology Y according to X. Okay, person X. And metaphysicality of this person X times virtue of ideology Y according to X. Okay? So that's the score function. Function, equation, whatever, right? So what this means is that let's say President Obama or President Trump, typical politicians, okay, when they see an ideology, let's say like pro-gayism or pro-lifeism, all right? Oh, as a President Trump, Republican Party candidate, huge benefit by subscribing to pro-lifeism. He get all the Christian votes, all the Republican Party support, right? That kind of benefit. And it has to do with some physicality, meaning mammon, money, power, fame, mammon, right? Something materialistic things, reputation, popularity, or high governmental position like President of the United States. That's very materialistic thing, right? So yeah, politicians typically are more physical than metaphysical. Okay, that's why you don't get to see like this ideal of Plato, philosopher being becoming the king. It did happen, King Solomon, right? Yeah. Oh, he's a very wise man, right? Kind of like philosopher, right? King Solomon, king of wisdom. So it did happen, and it can happen again, hopefully, right? The philosopher being the king. Probably that's the most desirable situation, right? For the lack of a better term. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah. So, but yeah, philosopher, okay, more about virtue of this ideology, right? So if this person is like 70% metaphysical and 30% physical, this person is more like philosopher than a politician, for example. Okay? So he evaluates this ideology, why, like pro-lifeism or pro-gayism, all right? And so he thinks about it and assign a merit from -10 to +10, okay? So, yeah, pro-gayism, for example, okay? So philosopher evaluates pro-gayism as like -10, okay? Benefit, yeah, is majoritarian ideology of the day. Pro-gayism, pro-LGBTism, okay? So there's definitely benefit, but this philosopher doesn't really care because this person is like only 30% physicality, 70% metaphysicality, okay? So yeah, some benefit, he he realized that, but so there's different weight. This physicality, metaphysicality, they're like 30%, 70%. So it's the weight in this equation. Okay. like how heavy, how priority, okay, how important is benefit versus virtue of an ideology, okay? Eh? I mean, is you can express this as dot product, of course. Physicality, yeah, dot product of this. Then this is weight vector, weight vector. You know, like this score function in like computer science and sociology, economics, right? Yeah, evaluation function. Yeah, it's this weight vector. Okay, yeah, it's dot product. Okay? Is it too difficult? Then don't worry about it. It's not that important. It's some academic subject matter, so it's not that important. Okay, if you don't understand this, no problem. But I will write this in the paper and I will explain some more. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we explore some more. Okay, so why? I got nothing better to do. Okay, I got nothing going on. Yeah, yeah, I wrote this paper like over 5 pages each time. So it was a very productive day. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so, okay. Yeah. Okay. Uh, let's see. So basically, it's this. Okay, a person is looking at ideology pair like anti, pro, something, right? Like anti-gayism, pro-gayism, anti-abortionism, pro-abortionism. All right. But if this person don't really care, okay, it just take time to think about it, and it's not important to this person at all, then score ideological score will become negative because there's no benefit of this ideology, and virtue is like zero or even negative because it takes time to think about that issue, and this one just doesn't want to think about those issues. The score will end up being zero or minus. Okay, so pro-abortionism, anti-abortionism, yeah, whatever. All right, yeah. So this term will be true, and so it will end up being zero. When this is true, and these two will become false. Why? Because score is negative. So it's kind of like this. The sets, they're complete sets. Okay, so complete subsets. There's no leftover room. It's a complete. What's the other term? They're kind of like mutually exclusive. Kind of like you have set in set theory. You have this concept of complete subsets, right? Like you have this is like subset one, subset two, subset three, and there's no intersection, so they are mutually exclusive between the subsets. Okay, and also if you unionize set subset one, subset two, subset three, it becomes the whole set, the universal set. Okay, so yeah, that's what I mean by complete and mutually exclusive. Okay, so yeah, we have that here. Okay, that's very important, right? So yeah, set theory. Uh, eh, okay, so and what if this person think pro-gayism have some merit and also anti-gayism has some merit, so it's kind of neutral. Yeah, and then uh, well, this will be false. So this term will be zero, right? And this term will be true, right? And this one will term will be true too. So it will be zero plus y minus y, which becomes zero. So this person kind of subscribe to both. It's the same thing as subscribe to none. Neutrality. Yeah, so it covers all that. So I mean, some obvious case, yeah, this person think anti-gayism is more virtuous, right? And this person more metaphysical than physical. Doesn't care really about reputation, popularity. This person with some strong backbone, right? So yeah, anti-gayist, and this so pro-gayism, yeah, negative score. So this becomes zero. So this person subscribe to pro-gay, anti-gayism. Okay, that kind of idea. Okay, so that's what this is. Hmm? Yeah, it can look heavy, right? It's long equation. It's got some Boolean terms, right? But the concept is very simple, right? Yeah, enough with this. So, okay. Maybe I can tell you something about this Galileo affair, right? The screenplay I wrote, about 5 pages, okay, in this paper. Did I tell you something about that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Basically, what so this there are two characters. Yeah, Pope of Galileo's time. I don't remember his name. Okay? Not many people do, but everybody knows who Galileo is. But in Galileo's time, Pope was the king. Galileo, humble servant. Okay, but after hundreds of years, not many people remember this Pope's name. But he was way up there in Galileo's time. Probably one of the most powerful human beings on earth in the West. He was the Roman Catholic Church Pope, but not many people remember his name. So when I read this Wikipedia article about Galileo affair, never heard this Pope's name before. So he's long forgotten. Some historians remember his name, but non-historians like me, I never heard of his name. But Galileo, that's common household name, right? Everybody knows who Galileo is. Okay. So yeah, these two characters in this Inquisition court, Galileo was brought to this court for the sin, the crime of heresy, sacrilege, blasphemy. Why? I tell you in like 5 minutes. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break. Let me take a picture of this. Okay, where's my cell phone? Go ahead and take 5 minutes. Okay, so go grab my cell phone. Okay, so. Where's my cell phone? Oh, it's in the pocket. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me do some social media. Okay, so because I need some vocal rest. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're done with this. I need to take a picture of this, huh? Okay, good enough. Okay, so uh, so basically the charge is this. This character is all novel, it's all fictional, it's screenplay. Okay, so let's get rid of this board. We don't need this anymore. Not today. Not in a while. We're not gonna need this. So that basically it's this. Okay, the Pope is accusing. Let's act. Okay, action. Mi Signore Galilei. I mean, you're saying you're smarter than God. You're saying Bible, God, Mr. Jesus were wrong. You're saying you're correct. The your heliocentrism. How dare you? The Earth revolving around the sun. That's not what God said. The Creator of the universe, Bible, Jesus. They all agree. God knows better. He created the universe. Okay, so Bible says, God says, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Geocentrism, baby. And you are saying God is wrong? That's blasphemy, sacrilege. Okay, that's death penalty material. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, so you better repent and recant your heresy. Yeah, it's cut sin. Okay, that's basically that. Okay, so and of course, yeah, there's some ego injection. Yeah, I did talk about time, Pope traveling with time machine, Galileo traveling with time machine, and then Galileo went to a library and discovered the paper, two previous papers we wrote, special general relativity disproves. Okay, and Mr. Galileo said, "Yeah, I kind of like him. He vindicated me." And Mr. Pope says, "No, no, no, you are in error again. Yeah, that Alaskan aging American ASS, he's just like you, Mr. Galilei. Okay, you think he's smarter than all the other scientists?" So yeah, he should go to mental hospital with his delusion case. Yeah, though in 24th century, mental hospital, that's like this court, Inquisition court. He need to be brainwashed and corrupted. And Mr. Galilei says, "Oh yeah, but fortunately he's in America and there's no need for him to go to mental hospital and get brainwashed. So good for him." Yeah, that's kind of how it ended in that short story. All right, short film, sketch comedy gig. Yeah, that's about it. There's some other jokes, of course, but yeah, yeah, yeah. So I took a long nap, so I won't be sleepy for a while. What time is it? 9 p.m. Yes, about 9 p.m. Okay. Yeah, so I woke up and I had some pineapple, like cut pineapples and watermelons, and oh, they were so good. Okay. Yeah, so after like hangover, like after I drink, take a nap, and then I wake up, and I always eat fruits and drink some juice. Yeah, that really is good for hangover. Yeah. And then I brush my teeth, of course, because fruits juice they're too sugary. Yeah. What else? So more about Galileo affair. During his time, Galileo Galilei was not the only scientist, but the majoritarian view by his colleagues, his other scientists. I'm talking about scientists in Galileo's time. They supported geocentrism. Mr. Galileo Galilei was in minority in science community. He was one of the very few heliocentrists. Okay? So both science community and religious community rejected Mr. Galilei, Signore Galilei. That's why he was brought into court. Yeah, some more about the screenplay. And so Mr. Galilei asked Mr. Pope, Sir, what do you think about Mr. Jesus? Mr. Pope says, Oh, the Son of God. Yeah, the highest. Oh, yeah, you're a scientist. You say you are a scientist, okay? Let me speak in your language then, okay? Yeah, the highest potential energy, infinitely high, coming down to Earth. So infinite potential energy being converted into infinite kinetic energy. We call that salvation energy. So his sacrifice, his crucifixion can save everybody, generation after generation, over space and time to infinity. And then Mr. Galileo's response. But Mr. Jesus was in this very court 1600 years ago. And this very court found him guilty. What do you think about that? And then Mr. Pope says, Oh, no, 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 that was in Israel. That happened in Israel. It's not this court. Hey, old man, Mr. Galileo Galilei, because he was in his 60s, okay? Mr. Galilei, you are in Rome. You are in Italy, okay? So Israel, that's North Africa, okay? That's Middle East, okay? So it's not the same court, okay? So, oh boy. So other mainstream scientists in Mr. Galileo's time, some historians, science historians remember their names, but not us, the laymen, laywomen. When we read in Wikipedia Galileo affair, it's the first time we ever heard about those scientists' names, and they were the mainstream scientists in Galileo's time. Mr. Galileo, he was famous though. Okay, he made good discovery in astronomy, physics in general. Okay, so he was pretty well known, very well known actually. Okay, but he advocated for this unpopular idea of heliocentrism. Okay, so and the rest is history. Yeah. Me, well, I'm not a famous person, so when I write a controversial article, I mean, I don't even get criticized. I mean, between my friends, me and my buddies, yeah, sometimes they disagree with what I wrote in the papers because I sent to them. All right, but I'm just grateful that they read my paper. I mean, they disagree with me, no problem. They're my buddies, my friends. Okay, I'm just grateful to my friends who took their time, precious time, to read my paper. That's what I tell them. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm just grateful you read my paper. You took time. You're busy. I know. You took time to read my paper. I'm just grateful to you. Yeah, I mean, it's freedom of opinions, right? Yeah, disagreement is a good thing because it means we are free. We have freedom, individual freedom. Okay, this is a beautiful thing. Yeah, and they give me great feedbacks. Okay, and also some friends of mine agree with me. Okay, and give me good feedbacks too. So it's a mutual education, mutual learning, sharing our knowledge. Okay, so all right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then maybe I'll tell you some more about this paper, what I wrote today, earlier today. Okay, chapter 5. I wrote the whole chapter like in 5 pages, 5 sections this morning. Okay, that was very intense. The section one of this chapter 6 is just intermezzo, is screenplay. That's more relaxing, right? That's why I didn't need to drink whiskey. But chapter 5, yeah, I needed to drink whiskey. Why? Because it's intense. That's the your metaphysics there. So yeah, maybe I'll tell you some about that. Okay. Chapter 5. Okay. In 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Let's do that. Ah, okay. So yeah, some of the things I wrote today earlier this day's morning is about intersectionality, and I heard the term from my friends. Okay, I have liberalist friends and conservative friends. Okay, good mixture, and because that's great, diversity of opinions, and so intersectionality it came from African American female feminist. Okay, very smart concept. All right, so I did write about that, and but then later on, I kind of came to a different conclusion, though opposite conclusion. Okay, reverse or inverse intersectionality. Okay, so like for example, if you're female and if you're ethnic, you get double boost, not double discrimination. Maybe back in the days, but nowadays it's action reaction. Yeah, there used to be sexism, racism, but now anti-racism and anti-sexism that's dominant ideologies. So you get double boost. Okay, there's the vector summation, and I said, let me flush my eye out because something is in my eye. Ugh. Yeah, I want my eyes very clean. Okay, so whenever I wash my face, I wash my eyeballs. Just cold water, right? So yeah, so in intersectionality, this prominent feminist, very smart. Okay, but probably she doesn't know too much about mathematics. Okay, but so she used this set theory in mathematics as a model, as a tool to model this phenomenon of this double discrimination. Okay, that's smart. Yeah, Venn diagram and whatever. Okay, but because we know more mathematics than most people, we know better too. Is a yeah vector algebra, right? You have gravitational force and electric force. Yeah, they add up. This vector summation. So I did that in this paper. Okay, so yeah, and I also used this example. Yeah, Senator Kamala Harris because she's female and ethnic. That was the number one criteria for this year's Democratic Party nomination of vice president candidate by ex VP Biden, now President elect Biden, right? Yeah, yeah. That was his criteria. Okay. Yeah, ethnic female. Because that's what Democrats like. They say they are progressive, so they're like changing things, like forced in time. Yeah, that's liberalism. Okay, today's liberalism. Yeah, they want to change things, like forced in time, right? Yeah. I mean, Republican Party people they're still fighting, right? They're saying, yeah, voter fraud. They may have some merits. Okay, yeah, maybe there have been some voter frauds. I don't know. Yeah, so they're gonna investigate and sue in court, right, with some evidence, and yeah, let them do it. Yeah, sure. Due process. Yeah, they have right to do so. But if you ask me, though, I think ex VP Biden won by a huge margin. All right, Arizona. We're talking about Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, even Georgia. Can you believe that? And Michigan. So I mean, I think he won. Okay, Mr. Biden. I think he won by big margin. That's what I think. I could be wrong. So, yeah, President Trump being a fighter, yeah, he'll keep on fighting, and it'll be very interesting to see for the next 2 months or so what happens, yeah, in court and investigation. It'll be very interesting political drama, right? So, yeah, that's one of the reasons I like President Trump. He's very entertaining to watch. I would love to see him on television, interview or speech, because what kind of facial expression would he have after this election loss? And he's still fighting, so it'll be very interesting. But I don't think has ever been on camera since the election results came out. Yeah, they say, yeah, it's just media announcing. Yeah, the liberalist media, leftist media announcing with their bias toward liberalism. And, like, Mr. Biden won. So that's what they are saying, conservatives, okay. Or in the conservative talk shows and whatnot, okay. Okay, I don't remember I don't know the names of this duo, male duo. I think they're both Caucasians, okay. It's like around noontime in AM conservative talk show, amplitude modulation, AM radio, long distance radio, okay. These two guys are hilarious. I really like those two guys. I don't know their name, okay. So some show, Blah and Blah show, two guys, right? They're conservative, okay. It's just hilarious. That's so funny. They were making fun of some liberal media journalists for like crime, okay, because they are so happy that VP Biden won. Something like that. It was just so funny. Oh boy. Yeah, they played a clip, okay, so it was hilarious. Okay. But Vice President elect Kamala Harris, I like her a lot. Okay, I think she's very good sense of humor and great social skill, and she's very beautiful lady too. Okay, and very well educated. And I do not agree with her agenda like climate change alarmism and whatever else. But I like her a lot. Okay, she's very beautiful lady. Yeah, she's like basically mixed race. Okay, like she's counted as African American, sure. But yeah, she's very beautiful lady, and I like the way she talks. And I think she's got some good smarts. Okay, I mean, come on, she studied very hard. She went to law school, became a lawyer, attorney general, later on attorney general of California, and then United States Senator of California, and now vice president elect. That's impressive. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Yeah. Very hardworking and smart playing politician. Yeah, and very graceful lady. Very graceful. I really liked her performance at the VP debate. I mean, Mike Pence, he did well too, but he going over time, more minutes than he was assigned to. I did not like that at all. It was not funny. It was rude. When President Trump did so, it was kind of funny. Okay, so yeah, President Trump going over time limit, I'm okay with that because he was funny. Okay, but Mr. Mike Pence is a nice guy, but he doesn't have very good sense of humor. Okay, Mr. VP Biden, does he have a good sense of humor? I think he has some very limited sense of humor. Okay, but not nearly as much as President Trump. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. He's kind of grandfatherly figure, very friendly, Mr. VP Biden, right? Please wear a mask. Wear a mask. Yeah. Oh well. At least he was humble. I implore you, Americans, please wear a mask. That's my Biden impression. Okay. I don't think he'll be too bad. I think he'll do just fine. Yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then uh, yeah, we'll see what to do next. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just made reference to this Thomas Hobbes book, Leviathan, because I forgot to do that. I mean, it's academic research paper, so I'm supposed to put some citation there. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of window dressing looking because it's just copy and paste from some website. But the thing is, today knowledge is free. Okay, yeah, so website citation that should be enough. All right. So yeah. So what else do we talk about? This morning when I was writing chapter five, yeah, I also mentioned this. Yeah, Leviathan inertia of ideology. Okay, so back in the days, like feminism is good. Okay, they brought up women's right to the equal rights with men's rights, but they didn't stop there. Now they later become so modern feminism start to advocate superior right of women. Okay, like for example, when Democratic Party was selecting vice presidential candidate, I mean, don't you think it's better for America that they select a person based on merits as opposed to gender and race? But that's what they did. Okay? Yeah, so there's hyper pro feminism pushing for superior right of females. That's not about equality, right? So yeah, I did talk about that. Okay, so maybe I should use that term hyper pro feminism, hyper pro gayism, hyper pro ebonism. Yeah, maybe I should write about that. I don't know. Let me write that, okay? I think it's kind of important to write that, okay? So, Yeah, I wrote that down. Yeah, because I think it's important. All right. So yeah, like pro-Semitism, becoming hyper-pro-Semitism. Yeah, from this all this suppression during the anti-Semitism era. Okay. Yeah. Because once ideology gains this momentum, what's momentum? Yeah, mass times velocity, right? So velocity, yeah, it's just one direction, okay, whatever. But maybe it accelerates too. But the mass definitely increases. What is ideological mass? It's the number of people who subscribe to the ideology. All right, yeah. Which is like popularity, basically. Popularity of this ideology. Okay, the mainstreamness, majoritarianness, right? Yeah, yeah, it become unstoppable juggernaut, ideological leviathan, behemoth, juggernaut. So it doesn't stop there when this certain group that they advocate for have equal rights. It just keep pushing, so they end up having superior rights. Yeah, yeah, that's the trajectory of ideology. That's just the way it goes. Of course, after a while, it swings back. What goes up must come down, right? It's been always like that, right? Like pendulum, action, reaction, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Mm. Let's forget about this paper, okay? Uh, yeah, let's talk about some wild Russia documentary there. So this is Tommy gun, right? Or grouse. They kind of look very similar, right? The Tommy gun, oh my goodness, so cute. This male Tommy gun make these interesting sounds to attract female Tommy gun, okay? Like go, 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 ga, 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 ga. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely, beautiful. I love animals, wild animals. I mean, hunting is fine as long as it's regulated so that these beautiful wild animals don't go extinct. Okay. Yeah, so cool. But I just love wild animal documentaries. Okay, it's just so beautiful, pristine nature, right? So pure and innocent. Yeah, it's beautiful. That is like wild red fox. I've seen a red fox like once, maybe twice in Alaska. Oh, they're beautiful. This foxtail. Yeah, it's just beautiful red fox tail. Fox. Oh my goodness, they're extremely beautiful animals, right? Very beautiful. What else? Oh, it's Veterans Day, right? Yeah, we can talk about Army, U.S. Army experience that I had. How about Korean Army? Well, I have never been in Korean Army because I'm American citizen, right? But I've been to Korean Army recruiting station though. Okay, to sort out the paperwork. Okay, that to certify that I don't have to enlist in Korean Army. Okay, so yeah. Oh, they're fantastic people. Okay, yeah, and also when I was in high school in Korea, yeah, we went to this DMZ, the demilitarized zone. That's the line that separates North Korea and South Korea. Yeah, we as high school students, we paid visit, say hello to Korean soldiers, and we had this meal, Korean army style, and it was good. Ah, it was delicious. Just white rice and kimchi, right? It was good, man. Oh, boy. The kind of food that Korean military personnel eat, it was good. I remember that. Good old days, right? And when I was in Korean Army recruiting station, I paid visit to this Korean Special Forces. In Korean, what's it's called 특공대. 특공대. Like Korean Special Forces is called 특공대. Okay. I paid a visit to 특공대, Korean Special Forces recruiting station. Okay. And there's this gentleman, right? He was in his 50s, I think, maybe 40s. Okay, so he's Korean Special Forces recruiter. Okay, yeah, I chatted with him a little bit. What did I say? Hey, Mister Recruiter, I'm wearing eyeglasses. Can I still join the Korean Special Forces? And he said no. And I said, okay, but you know what? So I took my eyeglasses off and looked at him eye to eye, eyes to eyes. Okay, yeah. I mean, I wear glasses, but without my glasses, I can look very well. And he was like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, I got you, okay. Have a nice day. Okay, mister, have a nice day. Then I left. I just wanted to interact with them, okay? And yeah, very cool people, okay? So, yeah, so back in the days, I don't know about today, but back in the days when I was there, it was like 1996, 1997, okay? Like, year before I came back to America, okay? Yeah, the Korean Special Forces, they did not recruit anybody with eyeglasses. But American Special Forces, they have no problem recruiting people with eyeglasses. Why? Because I try to be American Special Forces. Okay, my Content General's unit, my sergeants, officers, they did send me to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Hmm? So yeah, American Special Forces, they don't care whether you wear eyeglasses or not. What they care is that your physical endurance and your guts, bravery, courage. And I didn't quite measure up to their standards, so I dropped out after 2 weeks. It was 3 weeks in hell, selection course. Okay. I cannot tell you too much about it because it's kind of secret, right? Confidentiality agreement, but I can tell you some that's already in public domain, in the internet or books. Okay. Yeah. I studied for that. Right. Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break and maybe I'll tell you some of the experience there. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay. So, and also I tell you why I dropped out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Army story. It's Veterans Day still. Okay, so sure. Back in the memory lane. So that was like year 2011, something like that. Okay. I went to Fort Hood, Texas. Okay. Love that place. I love clean Texas. Yeah, this Fort Hood is clean Texas. I love that town. Okay. And this Coperas Cove and this Hackle Heights. Okay. So when I was in Fort Hood, Texas, yeah, first year, yeah, I was in Army barracks. It's called West Fort Hood. Okay. Yeah, there's some Air Force personnel. It's like former Air Force barracks. So they say it's nicer than Army barracks. Okay, whatever, right? So yeah, because I was in avionics, doing electrician for helicopters. That's my Army job way back when, 2009 to 2013, 4 years. Okay. So yeah, Cooper's Cove, yeah, West Fort Hood, okay, fantastic town, amazing restaurants, okay, so I love that town. Clean, Texas, great town, okay. I love Fort Hood, okay, so yeah, and this dam and lake in Belton, okay, beautiful place, okay, so and so I was there before 1 year in Fort Hood, Texas, West Fort Hood, okay, that's back in the days, they used to call it clean base. Okay, something like that. Okay, so yeah. Later on, they renamed it West Fort Hood. Okay, so and then so I lived in the Army barracks, and then so I was in Fort Hood, Texas 1 year, and then we deployed to Afghanistan. But before we deployed to Afghanistan, I did two things. First, yeah, I tried to become special forces. Right, I failed, so I came back to Fort Hood, Texas. Right. And second thing I did, I made finished editing the movie Therapy for Metaphobia because it came to a halt because I was so fed up with all this filming editing. Okay, I put in the storage in California, Los Angeles, California, go to Hollywood, somewhere in the San Fernando Valley. Okay, so and in some long holiday weekend, I think it's July 4th weekend. Okay, so I drove my car all the way to Los Angeles, California, and to get my cameras and mini DV laptop computer to a tower so that I finish editing. And I forgot to bring my key to the lock, tamper-proof lock. Okay, so I went to Home Depot and rented this boat locker. It took me about 3 hours to it millimeter by millimeter. Okay, about after 3 hours, I got it open. Okay, I had this storage ID card, so they let me in and do that because it's my storage, rented storage. Okay, so I brought it back, drove back to Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, and probably one way, the other way, 1 day each, or maybe 1.5 day. Okay, so I made it in time. Okay, brought it back, and I finished editing. Submit to 50 different film festivals. This movie, Therapy for Metrophobia, and then we deployed to Afghanistan. Quite romantic, right? Yeah, it is romantic. Then when I was in Afghanistan, yeah, some I heard the good news, like 5 different film festivals in the world. Two in California, one in Australia, and one in Ireland, and one in England. Okay. Yeah, they accepted my movie. Hey, they gave me invitation to their showtime, right, in the local small film festivals. Okay. And I picked Ireland because it's kind of close by. And I also went to England too, okay, for the film festivals. So, yeah, just a nice time. So after 1 year, yeah, we came back to Fort Hood, Texas, and I lived off base in Hackle Heights. I rented a one-bedroom apartment. Okay. And after 1 year, yeah, it's my 4 years, so 1 year in Georgia, training, basic combat training, like boot camp in Fort Benning and also Fort Gordon, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia, Advanced Individual Training (AIT). That's 1 year. Second year, Fort Hood, Texas. Third year, Afghanistan, and fourth year back in Fort Hood, Texas. Okay, that was my 4 years. Okay, but before I deployed to Afghanistan, yeah, I applied to become Special Forces, and they sent me right, graciously, kindly and generously. So yeah, I went to North Bragg, North Carolina, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Okay, so we were waiting. Okay, in kind of transitionary reception area. Okay, and yeah, the kind of floor was dirty, so I started cleaning, and I told the other guys, Special Forces candidates, my colleagues. Okay, hey guys, you're just sitting there, man. Okay, yeah, why don't you help me out, man? They wouldn't do it. So I was just cleaning, sweeping the floor all by myself. These guys, they outrank me, most of them. Okay, they're like sergeants and officers. Okay, but I mean, if I was E4 junior enlisted, okay, so they're not gonna take orders from me. Okay, yeah, whatever, guys. Many of them younger than me. Okay, and a lot of infantry people. Okay, so yeah, whatever. So yeah, we got this all the gears, right? Tenting gears, whatever, right? And one day we went out to the field training, all right? I'm not a big camper, right? I know how to camp. I have camped, but I grew up in Seoul, South Korea, and in America, well, I was mostly in school in a city, living in one bedroom, studio efficiency. Okay, so camping, yeah, I know how to do it. When I was in Seoul, South Korea, we did go out camping. Not very often. Okay, just fishing trip, right? My parents and me, my siblings, okay, my relatives. Yeah, fishing trip. Yeah, we did go out camping. Yes, with tents, but I grew up in South Korea, big city. Okay, so camping isn't something that I was very. It's not the kind of environment I grew up in. Yeah, I was more city boy, urban, right? So I didn't grow up in a country. So outdoor stuff like camping, that's not something I'm very good at it. Okay, yeah, hiking, yes, yes, yes. Me and my dad, okay, yeah, we went hiking mountains, but we just follow the trails. We didn't quite camp out very much. Okay, yeah, some vicinity of Korea or South Korea, there are a lot of mountains. Okay, so just a couple of hours, and we came back home. Not too much outdoor, like far back in the country with tenting gear. We didn't quite do that very often. Okay, so I'm not a big camper kind of guy. Yeah. So one day in this special forces training, special forces selection course, 3 weeks long. Into 2 weeks. Yeah, I did 2 weeks. Okay. Then I dropped out. Okay. So we are out there in the field camping, field training. Okay. So some guys, I guess they kind of grew up in country in America. So they know how to make tents. I know how to make tents, but I'm not very fond of that activity. It's too much work. So overnight outside in the field, what did I do? Yeah, this mat, kind of rubbery, this rolled up, this plastic, that and sleeping bag and poncho. That's that. That was my tent. Okay, but some other guys, it was like elaborate. Right next to a tree, they would with this shoestring, whatever, this cord, right, 550 whatever cord on the tree. They would tied this poncho and nice tent. Okay, very elaborate, but too much work. Okay, so I didn't do that stuff. Okay, I just slept well, sleeping bag, poncho on top of me, and it was nice. No problem. Okay, it was warm. I woke up next morning, no problem whatsoever. Okay, yeah, I slept good. Because I don't want to spend time building this elaborate tent and whatnot. Okay, so I just slept on the ground. Yeah, it's outdoors, field training. Okay, no problem. Okay. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, and I'll tell you what happened next. Okay. No, I didn't get sick or anything. No, no, no problem. Okay. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to tell you the next program according to schedule, Special Forces Selection Corps. Okay. What's the next task for us? That's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. So good stuff, right? Yeah. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. So yeah, I'll tell you what's out in the public knowledge. Okay, because I cannot tell you too much detail. Okay, it's secret. So. Okay. Yeah, so before I went to Northbrook, South Carolina, from Fort Hood, Texas, yeah, this study what kind of testing, battery of testings they do in Special Forces Selection Corps. I studied there, there's some books, websites, okay, it's public knowledge, okay. Yeah, this log lifting, right? Group log lifting and dog walk, wallowing in the mud, like roll to the left, right, and if somebody puke, they have to pick up the this have digested material, stomach juice, and put in their pockets. Yeah, because they do that right after we they feed us. Okay, I didn't throw up, no, but some other people did. Okay, and then yeah, there's some YouTube videos or whatever. Okay, they have to pick them up and put in their pocket. Okay, some people did throw up. Okay, I didn't. because yeah, I'm a martial artist. Yeah, rolling on the ground. Yeah, that's something I'm kind of used to. Okay, because when I was in Seoul, South Korea, I went to Taekwondo school, private school. Okay, yeah, my parents graciously paid for tuition. Okay, yeah, rolling, dog walk. Yeah, I was kind of familiar with that. Okay, yeah, and also before I went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina for the selection course, special forces. Yeah, for one month or so, yeah, we did training, the special forces candidates in Fort Hood, Texas. Yeah, with special forces recruiters. Yeah, we did training under their supervision. Okay. It was intense, and I liked it though. It was very challenging and physically demanding. I loved it. All right. Yeah, a lot of PT, physical training. Okay. Yeah, it was cool. Okay. So yeah, they helped us preparing. Okay, training. So during the morning PT time for one month, yeah, I drove to the other side of the campus, other side of the base, and trained with uh, my fellow special forces candidates. Okay. Yeah, very very intense. Okay, and yeah, we had to wake up like 1 hour earlier. Okay, to get there and do some intense special forces candidate training for one month before we were sent to North Bragg, uh, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Okay, yeah. Okay, so in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. Okay, yeah, we went out to training, field training, right? Yeah, we slept overnight out in the field with our sleeping bag, poncho. Okay, outside. Okay, I think it was like May back in 2011, something like that. Okay, so I think it was May or April, something like that. Yeah, it's chilly a little bit, but not too much. Okay, I think it was like May. Okay, so 9 years ago, something like that. Okay, so yeah, we woke up. Okay, and then way in the morning. Okay, and then later that day is the individual night land navigation training. Okay, it's a test, right? So we are given map, compass, flashlights, emergency food, MRE meals ready to eat. And yeah, of course, 50-pound rucksack. Okay. Yeah, tenting gear, all that stuff. Okay. Extra clothing and all that stuff. Right. Yeah. So at night, like 7 p.m., we were sent to the forest. It's training ground, army base. Kinda. Okay. Maybe some civilian ground. Okay. But kind of army place. Okay. So it's a big field. All right. So we was given a map, compass, flashlight, some emergency food, water, 50-pound rucksack, tenting gear, whatever. Okay. And yeah, also walkie-talkie. Not walkie-talkie, but this wireless GPS, whatever. Maybe not GPS. Okay. But not cell phone, but radio. Okay. In case we get into trouble, then we are allowed to call radio. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it got some built-in GPS in it. I don't know. Okay. So yes, land navigation, U.S. Army. It's like you have a map, compass, flashlight, right? When I was in Fort Hood, I mean Fort Benning, Georgia, basic combat training, we did land navigation training, but it was in a group. It was during the day, right? But that's Fort Benning, Georgia, basic combat training at the very beginning. So group land navigation during the day when sun is up, right? But this is special forces, more advanced class, so very elitist, okay? But it was night individual land navigation at night. So they start to send us one by one at night into the forest. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of prepared for that because yeah, in the publication, yeah, we learned that they test that stuff. It's part of their schedule. So yeah, I did practice that. I was okay with it. I wasn't very good at it. Reading the map, looking at the mountains, I'm like, huh? Where am I? I wasn't very good at it. I was decent at it, okay. So it was my turn, okay, yeah. Went out. We are supposed to hit the points with 70 from points, something like that, okay. Later on, I got lost. I did not know where I was. I was like, oh. And it started raining. So it was dark, it's raining. I was hungry. I was lonely. I was lost. And the emergency MRE, we are not supposed to eat it. Okay, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so I ate my MRE and I called in the radio. So, hey, Sergeant, yeah, I give up. Oh, I'm not cut out for this. Yeah, would you please pick me up in your pickup truck? And they did come and they picked me up, and that was the end. I was so hungry. Okay, oh my goodness, I know. It was raining. It was getting cold and dark. I was lonely, hungry, lost. I was like, eh. So I sat on a fallen tree log, ate my MRE, and called in, and that was that. Okay. So I'm not kind of elitist material. Okay. So I like working, but I don't want to work too hard. Right. So Harvard, Yale, Stanford, they all MIT, I did apply to them. They all rejected me, and I think it was the right choice because I'm not elitist material. Yeah, I went to Cornell. Okay, they kindly generously accepted my application, and well, I dropped out after 2 years. I couldn't do PhD. It was too much. I went to top 10 law school, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor Law School. I graduated in 2 years, okay, because I did not want to drop out, okay. Yeah, they let me do that. Can't let generously, okay. So yeah, I did graduate. Top 10 law school, okay. So I'm kind of quasi elite, semi elite, okay, pseudo elite, kind of halfway in between. Right? Well, I'm a lawyer too, okay. But it took me a long time to pass the Alaska bar exam, though. First time I missed by 1 point. Alaska bar exam is one of the toughest to pass because it's UB what uniform bar exam, but the uniform bar exam cutoff score is the highest in the nation in America. That's Alaska bar exam, okay. Something like 270 or something like that, okay. So, yeah, my score was like 269, something like that. I missed by 1 point, okay. So I took the next year and with the help from my friends who are already lawyers, okay. So they coached me how to write essays and stuff. So and next time, yeah, I passed with comfortable margin, like 290, something like that. Yeah. So I got a lawyer job and I'm a lawyer now. But yeah. But yeah, I'm not exactly elitist material. I'm kind of like half and half. Right? So that's special forces story, okay. We take 5 minutes break and maybe I'll tell some more stories. Okay. Yeah, it's story time. Maybe some more about special forces. Okay. Give 5 minutes. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, nose break for. I mean, for Bragg, North Carolina. Yeah, the 82nd Airborne Infantry Unit. I have some friends who went there. Okay, so yeah, they're cool. That's it. Special Forces. Yeah, they're cool. Like Night Stalker, the aviation unit, right? Yeah, Black Hawk. Yeah, they're cool people. Yeah, yeah. I know some. I have some friends who went to this special ops stuff. So special forces training. Yeah, I did pass all the physical stuff. Okay, log run was it like 10 mile in 3 hours, 40 pound, 45 pound or 50 pound rucksack, all that stuff. Yeah, it was like rock run. I prepared for that, so I passed all those that stuff. Okay. Yeah, the rolling on the mud, no problem. Okay, dog walk, push up, sit ups, and yeah, I passed all that stuff. But when it comes to individual night land navigation, okay, I failed. I got lost. Okay, so so it was 3 weeks in hell, right? Selection course. I was in for 2 weeks and I dropped out. But they didn't let us go back to our base where we came from. Our job, yeah, details the physical labor, like cleaning after surviving candidates or preparing their next training. Yeah, we did all that stuff. Well, we are allowed to smoke cigarettes though. Okay, a lot of free time. Okay, so yeah, it was good. It was nice. Some other candidates who dropped out like I did. Okay, and we got to interact with special forces sergeants. Okay, yeah, preparing the next materials, these logs and whatever wheels and tenting gears, whatever. Okay, cleaning after them, this surviving special forces candidates. Okay, yeah, we're supporting them. Okay, but we got a lot of lag time. Okay, so more time to eat in chow hall defect dining facility. Okay, so it was nice. So yeah, I did that for 1 more week, and after 3 weeks over, yeah, I came back to Fort Worth, Texas. Okay. And they graciously accepted me back. Okay, yeah, hey, you tried. Okay, so yeah. Then I made a finish editing my movie and we go to Afghanistan. Okay, so very romantic, right? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. How about some South Korea story? Yeah, when I was in middle school, high school, teenager in South Korea, I studied to get into this elitist school, science high school, right? So I studied for it about 1 year and a half in my 7.5 grade. Okay, so Korean education system is 6 years elementary school, Korean K-12 system. Okay, 6 years elementary school, 3 years in middle school, and 3 years in high school. Just yeah, in America you have 2 years in middle school, 4 years in high school, right? In Korea, 3 years in middle school, 3 years in high school. Okay, so when I was so six, seven, eight, nine, 7, 8, 9. That's middle school, Korea middle school. Okay, South Korea. Okay, 7, 8, 9. When I was 8.5 grade, so half a year there, and ninth grade full year, okay, 1.5 year, I studied intensely to get into elitist science high school in South Korea, like for 1.5 year. Okay, yeah, mostly mathematics and physics. Back in those days, there's like what year was that? 1994. All right, I got in. Okay, so back in the day, okay, 1994, South Korea. Okay, there were two science high schools, very elitist, very selective, huge competition. Two science high schools in Seoul, South Korea. There are some other science high schools, science and engineering. Okay, in different parts of South Korea, but in Seoul there were two. Yeah. I applied to the second best. So there are two science high schools in Seoul, South Korea. Number one and number two. I applied to number two. Why? Because I did not think I would get into number one. Okay, so, and I got in. Okay, yeah. It's very selective, very hugely competitive. Like 10 to 1, 10 to 1 ratio. 10 people apply, one person get accepted. Okay, it was very competitive. Okay, so yeah, but presumably the second best high school I got in. Okay, because I studied very hard. Yeah, mathematics and physics. Okay, those intense. But I enjoy doing that though. Okay. So Korean education system is dual system. Okay, there's 학교, 학원, public school, and private school, and they do it at the same time. Okay, public public school, middle school, high school. Okay, is funded by taxpayers. Okay, but private school, yeah, parents with disposable income, they pay for it. Huh? And it's not one or the other. It's not either or. No, it's at the same time. Okay, so we go to public school doing 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. On top of that, if Korean parents have enough disposable income, they send their children to private school at on weekday nights and weekends. And I did that. Okay, like many others in South Korea. Okay, like 80 hours of studying, something like that. Okay, so, yeah, no time for dating. So abortion is not a big problem in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, because kids are studying. Okay, they're just too busy studying. All right, studying mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, science, English. All right, they're just too busy studying. Okay, teenagers in Korea, South Korea. Okay. Yeah, there's no time for dating, so there's no unwanted pregnancy problem or abortion. No, it's not an issue. Okay. Yeah, we're all virgins. Okay. Yeah, we're just too busy studying. Okay. So, yeah. So I studied, I got in second best high school, presumably in South Korea. Okay. They selected 180 students, candidates, applicants. My entrance score is like 61. From 1 to 180, I was like 61. At the bottom of upper third, 61. 1 through 180. I was my score, entrance score, exam score like 61, something. At the very bottom of the top third, right? Okay, so I got in. And then I kept on studying after a month or so. I was in top 20 in that elitist school. I got an award, okay. It was like mathematics exam, something like that. Something. I was on top 10. Okay. So after a month, I was at the very bottom, rock bottom, like 180. Why? I was like, oh my goodness, it's too much studying. Okay, give me a break. So I stopped studying. Okay. So then I dropped out after 2 months from this elitist high school and transferred back to regular high school. Okay. It was just too much. I mean, they get fantastic food, kind of dormitory, whatever, right? Great food. One particular food I remember is this fried chicken. Yeah, like General Chow's chicken, whatever, fried chicken, and with ketchups and nuts, peanuts. They were so delicious. You have fried chicken, right? With breaded, well breaded, okay, and with flour, whatever, okay. Fried chicken and ketchups and peanuts. They were so delicious with white rice. I was like, that was good food. Okay, great lunch time. Okay, it was, and yeah, we were in science high school. Okay, elitist, gifted, talented individuals, hard working, hard studying students. Okay, and we went to visit this as a group. Okay, KAIST. That's like Korean Advanced Institution of Science and Technology. KAIST. It's an outskirts, some country region in maybe 1, 2 hours from Seoul. Okay, south of Seoul, somewhere. Okay, yeah, we went visit there. We had lunch in this KAIST college campus. It's like engineering science university. Okay, very good school. Okay. We went there and we had dinner, lunch in this cafeteria. Oh my goodness, it was so good. High quality food. And I saw some female students. I was in science high school. We went there to visit the college tour, campus tour, okay, as high school students. KAIST, okay, we went there and cafeteria, great food, okay, oh my goodness. I remember, delicious, fancy, okay. And I saw some college students there, Korean females. Yeah, they're all brunette. They're Asians, Koreans. Some of them have really big eyes, right? Long hair, black hair. I was like, oh my goodness. Highest female college students were older than me. Very beautiful, very intelligent. Okay, very beautiful, intelligent, older than me, right? So I just saw them. I never got to talk to them. Okay, but beautiful Korean ladies in KAIST college studying engineering science. Okay, beautiful Korean ladies, females, older than me, right? I remember those things. Okay, yeah, very beautiful, very intelligent. KAIST, Korean Advanced Institution of Science and Technology. Okay, and there are some female students there, college students, and very beautiful, so very intelligent and very beautiful. I just looked at them, okay, so and keep munching this fancy lunch. Good time. We take 5 minutes break, okay? So I'll tell some more interesting stories. Okay, so I got a lot of stories. I'm 42 years old. Okay, so I didn't just sleep my life away. Yeah, I have experienced some interesting episodes. Okay, give me 5 minutes, all right? I'll tell you more stories. Okay. Yeah, I love ketchup, tomato sauce. I love it. Okay, kind of dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, everywhere in the world. We are back. Okay, so yeah, I'm Korean American, so kind of, I mean, ethnically, I'm 100% Korean, Asian, right? But yeah, nationally, citizenship, yeah, I used to have double citizenship. Okay, thanks to my parents, Korean government, American government. Okay, well, about 18 years, 19 years. So when it comes to when I was like 18. Yeah, I was given a choice. You wanna be a Korean citizen or American citizen? I pick America. Okay, why? Because yeah, look, I've been living in South Korea for 18, 19 years. I like changes. Okay, diversity of experience. So yeah, I pick American citizenship. Okay, so I'm now 100% American citizen. Okay, for a change. Okay, America's big, right? I have lived in 7 different states in America. First, Wisconsin, then New York, California, Georgia, Texas, Michigan, and Alaska. So yeah, I wanted to see the big world. I've been to Europe, I've been to Middle East, Afghanistan, and one African country. I think it was like Tunisia or something. Okay, maybe Morocco. Okay, some other Asian countries I've been to Japan. Just switching the airplane. Okay, airport. Yeah, I've been to Middle East, like maybe Qatar, Kuwait, something like that. Yeah, yeah, I've been to many places. Okay, so back in the days, right? Yeah. Now I'm just hanging around in Alaska. Okay. Have I been to other states? Yeah, I've visited, traveled in other states, like just passing by, driving through Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Ohio. Okay, yeah, great states. Okay, so, yeah, yeah, Colorado, Utah. Yeah, just driving by, passing by, or traveling. Okay, yeah, I've been to Arizona, Nevada. Yes, New Mexico. Okay, when I was in New Mexico, just traveling from California to Texas in the to go to U.S. Army. Okay, yeah, New Mexico. I saw this toad in the parking lot. I was in a hotel room taking cigarette break from hotel room. Okay, I saw this beautiful, cute toad, amphibian, right? So cute, so beautiful. Okay, I just watched the parking lot. It's so beautiful, toad, amphibian, big amphibian like this big. Okay, it's so cute. Okay, oh hi, amphibian. Yeah, hi. I just wanna say hi. Okay, it's such a beautiful amphibian animal. That's it. Okay, yeah, it's just beautiful animal. Okay, big toad, so cute. Oh, I love animals. Right? Yeah, just smoking cigarette. Okay, yeah. Bye. Go in peace. Okay, no problem. Beautiful. That was in New Mexico. Okay. Anyways, some more Korean stories. Okay, I was to transfer from Korean Science High School, presumably second best in South Korea. Okay. Because I don't take it. Too much homework, too much studying. Okay. Too much elitism too. Yeah, I couldn't take it. Okay, so they graciously, generously let me transfer to regular high school. Okay, Korean high school. Yeah, in my hometown, my childhood hometown, Pampo. Okay, so yeah, I got transferred, and they accepted me graciously. Okay, so some colleagues of mine, okay, Hey, you are the science high school dropout. What? Was too difficult for you? Too much? So you came back to regular high school? Haha, you failure. Some Korean high school colleagues of mine just say that, okay, behind my backs, okay. I was like, yeah, whatever, yeah, whatever. So, but my mathematics, physics skill, knowledge set was better than them. So I start teaching some of them, okay, because I have superior knowledge in mathematics and physics, okay. So yeah, you're struggling with physics and mathematics, yeah, I'll teach you, okay, for free after school. I did. And of course, this Korean regular high school, okay, some of them, yeah, wanted to be a lawyer or judge, politician, whatever, okay. And yeah, they're hardworking, they're non-scientific, more like letters versus science, okay. Yeah, so they were there, so my mathematics score was higher than they were. So they got jealous. But later on, they relented. Okay. Yeah, your mathematical kung fu is better than mine. Okay. So yeah, conceded, concession. Okay. Yeah. There's some episode there. Okay. So some class presidents, whatever. Yeah. 100% Koreans, Asians, males, Korean high school. Okay. Yeah. We're just studying. Mm. It was good. Yeah. Yeah. I managed to graduate high school in Seoul, South Korea, regular high school. Okay, quasi private, quasi public. Okay, because that high school that I went to, I'm not even able to tell you the name of that high school. Okay, yeah, one of my alma maters in Pampo, Gangnam, south of the river. Okay, yeah, it was good, kind of middle classy. Okay, good school. Yeah, very. So I managed to graduate. Okay, and I applied to some university in Korea, South Korea, Seoul. And some other universities in America, and I chose America. Okay, why? Yeah, I mean, South Korea is wonderful food, great people, great culture, but I've been living in Seoul, South Korea for nearly 2 decades, so I wanted to experience some outer world. So I pick America, okay, and the rest is history, right? And my Korean high school buddies, friends, they told me later on, okay, hey, you made a good choice, man. Yeah, South Korea, Seoul is great, but you're kind of strange guy, kind of different kind of guy. Maybe you'll have better life in America, okay? Because America, more freedom, more diversity, okay? So you made a good choice, man. They will tell me that, okay? Yeah, yeah. So, but when I was in Seoul, South Korea high school, I did have crush on many Korean females. I mean, I was totally virgin, right? But when I looked at Korean females on the streets or supermarkets, McDonald's, we are talking about 1995, 1997, 1996, okay? Yeah, there were McDonald's, Burger King, okay? So I went to this McDonald's joints and this beautiful Korean 100% Asian. Of course, brunette, but some Korean girls have very fair skin, even whiter than Caucasian girls, okay? Yeah, they're all brunette, black hair. Some of them kind of brown hair, a little bit, okay? But some Korean girls have totally black hair like mine, okay? Yeah, so some people have totally black hair. So when they age, it become gray, not brown, okay? Right. Some Koreans have kind of brown hair. Some Koreans have some black hair, white hair, gray hair as they age, whatever. Okay. And some Korean girls, Asian, 100%, they have really fair skin. Okay. And there's these Korean girls in McDonald's or Burger King. Okay, very fair skin, and they were brown eyed, dark brown, and black hair, dark brown hair, whatever. Okay. And I had some crush on them, okay? They're just probably older than me, maybe college graduate. But when I was in Korean high school, it's just so beautiful. Like some of them just waiting for the bus, so stylish and fashionable, with sweater in the winter. This outline of their chest and tight jeans, so fashionable. I was beautiful Asian girls, right? Yeah, I've seen many of them. When I was in Korea, okay. And some parts of Seoul, South Korea, it's like tourist town. There are some Japanese ladies come visit some department store, okay. Because it's cheaper in Korea than Japan, okay. I've seen some Japanese ladies. I was like, so beautiful. Yeah, I can kind of tell, if you are Asian, you can tell this person is Japanese or Korean or Chinese. Okay. You can kind of tell that, okay? Yeah, we are all Asians, right? But if you are Asian, you can kind of tell this Asian person is Chinese or Korean or Japanese. You can kind of tell that, okay? So I've seen some Japanese female tourists in Korea, exotic, modern, very beautiful ladies, okay? So Japanese ladies. I mean, Chinese ladies, they're beautiful too, okay? So when I was in law school in Ann Arbor, Michigan, okay, I lived in what's the town's name? This Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Detroit, Michigan, right? In the middle, yeah, Ypsilanti. Yeah, kind of Greek name, right? Upsilanti, Upsilon, Ypsilanti. Okay, yeah, and I went to some clubs, right? I ran into some in Detroit, Michigan. Okay, famous club. Okay, I ran into some Indonesian group of people, maybe Malaysian. Okay, oh, very beautiful. Yeah, Asian girls. Yeah, they can be extremely beautiful. Okay, so there's girls and guys from Indonesia, from Malaysia, some Southeast Asia. Okay, I talked to those guys. I told them, "Hey guys, you have such a high class. Okay, yeah, handsome man, beautiful ladies. Okay, so welcome to Detroit, Michigan. Okay, welcome to America." And they said they're from Indonesia or Malaysia or something like that. Okay. Yeah, you look great. Welcome to America, okay? Maybe you're a tourist, okay? Yeah, you look great. Yeah, high class. Beautiful ladies, handsome man, okay? Yeah. Two thumbs up, okay? So it was like 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago when I was in Michigan, okay? So, yeah, I'm a clubber, bar goer, bar hopper, okay? So back in the days. Nowadays, I just stay home doing mathematics, physics, metaphysics. Back in the days, yeah, I used to go to clubs and bars, meeting people, okay? So, all right, let's wrap it up for tonight, okay? Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. If you're a civilian, if you've never been to military, you're still veteran. Why? Life is a war. This world is a war. Life is a battle, right? You risk your life and limbs to serve other people. So you're veterans, warriors, right? Yeah, you never went to military. You're still veteran, okay? Because life is a war. This world is a war. Life is a battle. Okay, so yeah, happy Veterans Day. Thank you. All right.